Welcome to ABC 31 News Tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. The future of the Coliseum continues to be a hot topic. The latest talks on how it should be operated is our big story tonight. Last night, the Rapides Parish Police Jury met to discuss SMG taking over management of the Rapides Parish Coliseum. That discussion included the legal counsel's review of a contract with SMG and the company submitting a new proposed agreement to the jury for consideration.
Our contract, as per the last meeting, is under legal review, and that's what Mr. Upton's firm is doing right now, talking to the SMG corporate attorneys and discussing language and understanding language and, reviewing basically our contracts under legal review. We see good things for the community, quality of life, added value. We have 5 municipalities that we report to in the state of Louisiana. We run 11 facilities in the state of Louisiana. We report to city councils, parish councils, police juries. State legislative auditor is very familiar with the way that we do business, and we're looking to move forward in Rapides Parish.
The police jury made a unanimous decision to move forward with the motion to further contract negotiations. A decision could be made in the next 5 to 7 days. Alexandria police arrested a local man this morning near Milmar Boulevard after he reportedly threatened his girlfriend. 24-year-old Tyler Alexander was arrested for domestic abuse battery, assault, violation of a protective order, kidnapping, and other charges related to the incident. Police say he took a car, fled, and crashed into a fence near Joyce and Pecan Drive and was finally found under a shed when he ran away from officers. A woman is arrested by Alexandria police after a stabbing incident on Wise Street. She is 38-year-old Janice Dorsey, also known as Janice Armstead of Alexandria. She's charged with battery after reportedly stabbing a man in the leg. He did suffer non-life-threatening injuries. A man from the Lena community is arrested by Alexandria police for allegedly exposing himself at a hotel on MacArthur Drive. Police say 38-year-old Troy Bynog approached a man in the pool area, exposed himself, and began touching himself. A Pineville woman is arrested by Alexandria police for terrorizing. 74-year-old Charlotte Webb reportedly called a local advocacy group and made phone threats. They say she used profanity and threatened to kill everyone in the office. And 3 local teens are arrested by Alexandria police for vehicle burglaries in the Good Earth subdivision. The suspects are 19-year-old Jimmy Brown, Decker Yevian Dunbar, and Ontario Wilson, both 17. Police say a homeowner was able to detain 1 teen when police arrived, and the investigation led them to the 2 others. All of them are charged with 7 counts of burglary. Alexandria welcomes people from a number of different states this week for the South Central Region National Association of Conservation Districts Conference. That conference began today with registration and an opening session, including what the next few days will consist of. President of the association, Brent Van Dyke, traveled from New Mexico for the conference.
We represent 3,000 districts nationwide from coast to coast, and our primary purpose is making sure that we have sustainable conservation initiatives nationwide. Our purpose is to make sure that we have production agriculture that is sustainable, protecting our natural resources in a way that conserves them so that we can be sustainable.
The conference will last until Friday. Tomorrow will include touring Longleaf Pine Forest, the Southern Heritage Museum, and the wetland easement area. You can learn more at the U.S. Department of Agriculture website. Well, stormy weather is back in the forecast. Let's get the latest now from meteorologist Ross Whitley.
Yeah, and as feared, we had rain most of the day today and cloud cover dominating the skies. Kind of a dreary day out there. We have seen a few peaks of sunshine here and there, but topping out around 79 degrees. So that was the good thing that came from today. Unfortunately, it was rainy and cloudy most of the day, so not like you could really enjoy the cooler temperatures. Picked up around a little over 1/4 of an inch of rain, about 3/10 of an inch, and a record set back in 1998 of 107 degrees. Yeah, no heat like that to talk about. We're actually going to stay below average. It's going to be large in part thanks to more moisture and rain headed our direction. Of course, I'll have the details on that, what you can expect coming up just a little bit.
All right, thanks, Ross. The 5th annual Women in Business Conference is coming up, and the motto is Dream It, Wish It, do it.
It will kick off this year on September 14th, which is a Thursday, with a forum of female elected officials from around Louisiana. The next day, on Friday, there will be breakfast with a speaker and an update on the state of women in Louisiana and in our country. And then we'll have breakout sessions under 3 tracks: leadership, professional development, and entrepreneurship.
The conference will take place September 14th and 15th. To learn more or register, you can visit the Central Louisiana Regional Chamber of Commerce websites. Commissioner of Louisiana Agriculture and Forestry, Mike Strain, was also in attendance for the opening day of the National Association of Conservation Districts Conference. He touched on what the upcoming year looks like for crop growth in the state.
We're really excited about where we're headed with our crops. We've had adequate rainfall, and so also that we've got, the crops in the ground. So we're excited, looking forward to harvest season. We're praying that we don't have any major floods or hurricanes, but we think we're going to have some good crops. We're also seeing some positive motion in commodity prices, especially now as we're opening up trade. If you look at the new trade deals with China, specifically, opening up for rice and for beef, and also working on trade deals, the North American Free Trade Agreement that is in full swing. That's going to be renegotiated.
Talk began last week on renegotiating the North American Free Trade Agreement. It's estimated that the negotiation will be complete in the next 90 to 120 days.
Only one doctor brings health right to your home. Dr. Oz.
Every day is a new chance for change, and everyone can start right now.
With all new ways to feel, encouraged, inspired, hopeful, confident, proud, positive, special, feel better every day. Make an appointment with Dr. Oz. Check in for your daily checkup.
Dr. Oz, airing weekdays at 11 on KLAX TV.
A very active radar over the last, 12, 14 hours or so, and continues to look that way. Plenty of rain coming off of the Gulf of Mexico, and this really is kind of a unorganized area of low pressure at the surface. And looking at our 24-hour rainfall totals out there, almost an inch of rain has fallen here in Alexandria. Lake Charles, about0.5 inch. Houston with some heavier downpours and thunderstorms near an inch as well. And Lafayette at almost 3/10 of an inch, or almost 4/10 of an inch of rain, and more is on the way. I don't think it's going to be this organized as we go throughout the next couple of days or so, but still, looking at our future radar, starting things out and moving into the overnight hours, starting out about 8 o'clock tonight. You see this area of rain that we've been dealing with all day moving off to the east. But as we get into the early morning hours, you notice showers starting to form back from the south, and another little surface low trying to develop out of the Gulf of Mexico and eventually moving up into our area as we get into the early morning hours tomorrow, say about 8 a.m. So we'll watch that once again. Could be seeing another soaker, especially south of the city. Tonight's forecast, about 70 degrees, and we'll see those showers move out and then more showers move in as we get into the early morning hours once again, and maybe another organized area of rain for places to the south, and then scattered thunderstorms as we head throughout the afternoon tomorrow. So variably cloudy for the day tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms to deal with as well once again for the afternoon, and we're going to stay active as we go through the next 6 to 7 days. Unfortunately, thanks to a cold front that will be moving in, kind of stalling out over the top of us. Partly cloudy with scattered storms out there for Friday as well. And then guess what? More rain and thunderstorms in the afternoon to deal with over the weekend. Now our day planner not looking as active. I think we'll have those showers and storms to deal with in the morning, and then just kind of scattered showers and thunderstorms off throughout the afternoon. And further north you go, I think the drier you will be. The further south you go, the more rain you will see. And that's the way things will go for the day tomorrow. Now, Mountain West still dealing with monsoon moisture, but here locally, all of what we're dealing with is coming off of the Gulf of Mexico. So really what we just have is basically return flow around an area of high pressure, pushing moisture in from the south. Add the heating of the day, and voila, you get storms and showers in the afternoon. And that's what we got going on all across the southeast for the day tomorrow. Forecast lows out there tonight, right around 70 degrees, but a 40% chance of scattered showers. And tomorrow, another day with temperatures in the lower 80s. Of course, we have more cloud cover around it'll be cooler than that. Our extended forecast, very, very active over the next 7 days. Temperatures staying in the mid to upper 80s. Let's look at your 7-day and your weather. Scott?
All right, thanks, Ross. Apple stock headed for record highs today. Jane King is at the NASDAQ market site with today's tech reports.
iPhone sales are helping send Apple stock to a record high, although CEO Tim Cook had warned that iPhone sales might see a pause ahead of the expected September launch of the new iPhone. And Apple sold more iPads than a year ago. Well, it's Amazon's Jobs Day. The tech company hiring more than 50,000 people and wants to make a bunch of offers today. The company is opening up 10 of its fulfillment centers from 8 to noon local time for its first Jobs Day with tours and information sessions. You can go to Amazon.com/Jobs Day to get details on that. Well, we're already talking about Thanksgiving. GameStop says it will open on Thanksgiving Day. That's according to Kotaku. Now, this year, there's a new Nintendo console to sell, so the retailer believes it's worth staying open on the holiday after being closed on Thanksgiving for the last few years. Upcoming solar eclipse expected to be the most shared event on social media in history, as millions of people will watch it, potentially overwhelming the cities and towns along the eclipse's path of totality. Now, according to Google, interest in the eclipse has exploded nationwide in the past few months. From the NASDAQ market site in Times Square, I'm Jane King with your Tech Report.
Nearly 1 in every 4 children in the U.S. is living in poverty. Developmental psychologists say many of these kids lag behind their peers when it comes to language development. One study found at-risk kids heard 30 million fewer words by age 3 than their peers. But now research is showing a parent can improve a child's vocabulary with a simple run to the grocery store. Jessica Sanchez explains.
For most parents, a trip to the grocery store with kids means get in and get out. But a recent study found the grocery store may be the perfect place for parents to work on those language skills with children. Developmental psychologists place signs encouraging adults to talk to children in supermarkets serving low and mid-income neighborhoods. They found when the signs were posted, adults and kids were nearly 4 times more likely to converse in the low-income areas. But the signs had little effect in the mid-social economic communities, where the interaction level was already high. Research scientists suggest opportunities for learning are everywhere. Next time you're at the store with your child, talk about where milk comes from or how veggies are grown. You can also ask, what's your favorite fruit? Or what can we eat with this? The most important thing is to keep those conversations going. I'm Jessica Sanchez reporting.
And just how important are those chats with your kids? Researchers from UCLA studied 275 families and found back and forth conversation contributed the most to the child's future language development, 6 times more so than adult speech alone. Well, thanks for watching ABC 31 News. Have a great night.
When it comes to cleaning up the streets of Boston,
This is who I am. This is what I do. Now get me in there. He did it. And I know where the proof is.
it's ladies first. Rizzoli and Isles.
Weekends at 11 on KLAX TV.
When a case seems unsolvable, they see the incredible. Murder, motive, secrets. Bones, weekends.
Watch Bones. Weekends on KLAX ABC 31.